for yourself what may be holding you back from your next level. And the other thing is, and it's a bit of a sensitive topic, is childhood experiences. I have worked with people who have been molested or raped as children. I want to say it exactly what it is. I've worked with people who've experienced other child abuse. I've even worked with people who maybe an adult said one thing that probably to that adult they don't even remember what they said to the kid. But the kid has lived with that thing even decades later. So how does it impact? So imagine you've been bullied as a child. So therefore now, you may be working and to the outside eye you're successful. However, your pattern is still that of a bullied child. So maybe you're not allowing people personally into your life. Why? Because you're scared they're going to bully you. But you're doing that with your colleagues. You're doing that in your business. You're doing that in your career. You're blocking certain things. So I've seen those things. So what do we do? You said some of the solutions. For confidence and imposter syndrome, I've kind of done the same things and worked through these over and over again. And one of them is write down everything you've done. May sound so simple. And it could be even, when I was 8 years old, I won the perfect attendance award. Write down every accomplishment. And don't think of it, write it down. And start reviewing it. When we do that, and I've done this with numerous clients, when we do that, all of a sudden they say, wait a minute. Like, they start seeing it. Now some, and I mean literally I've seen this, some, it happened like that. It's like instantaneous once they see it. Some, it's a process. So I would encourage you, if you're feeling that fraudulent feeling, or if you're feeling that lack of confidence, just write a list and study it. And listen, if it doesn't happen, keep writing it until you feel a breakthrough in your life. And then the other thing with childhood experiences, some of it may be childhood trauma. I will tell you this about most of my coaching clients over these past 5 years. I wish I had the exact number, but it's something like about 80% of them are also in therapy. I want to make sure you're hearing me. About 80% of my clients that have come through to me are also in therapy. Some come to me already in therapy, and when we uncover certain things, they're like, I'm going to start therapy. And they do start therapy. So as a coach, I don't claim to be able to, help heal you of that childhood trauma. But has it happened? Yeah, there have been some miracles that have happened, and that's all I can call them. There have been literal miracles that have happened even on calls, on Zoom calls. And I guess it depends where that person is emotionally, spiritually, etc. So those are just some ways, but definitely get counseling. And some of you, this is coming up for me, that some of you don't even remember the thing that you're reacting to in your life right now. I'm going to say that again so that you're really hearing me. Some of you behave a certain way in your career. You have a pattern. Here's an example. One person who I was coaching, she went from job to job to job. She was doing the same thing, but she would hop around a lot. And what we unmasked is that, I don't know if this is relevant. Do you have the foster care system here? No. Okay, I'm still going to use it because I forgot. You understand it? Okay, so the foster care.
You watch movies.
Oh, you watch movies. So I'm sorry, I just stopped in case you didn't hear what just happened, because my example was my client grew up in the foster care system. Now, in the United States, in the foster care system, parents are unable to or may not be there to take care of you. And a lot of times those kids are bouncing from home to home to home to home. What was she doing as a pattern in her life? She was bouncing from job to job to job. And it wasn't, we started talking about it, and of course, as I explain it, it may sound really obvious to you, but a woman who was over 40 years old, she had not seen that. And she said, oh my gosh, like I'm doing exactly what happened to us, because it was her and her sibling. I'm doing exactly what happened to us as kids. So I'm going to say this again, because I'm feeling this coming up. Some of you are in a pattern in your life which you are not realizing it's the same pattern from maybe when you were anywhere between 0 to 7 years old. And you're acting on it repeatedly. There's a pattern. So I encourage you, if this sounds like you, it's not everyone in this room, but if you're hearing something that is resonating with you with what I just said, I encourage you to look at the pattern. Sorry, that MC took so long.